So what are some things you guys have learned going through the adoption process? What would you guys, what would some advice be that you'd give people who are just starting out and along their adoption journey?
I think the things that I wish that people would have told me when we started our adoption journey is just to really focus on our relationship and our core, our little family of just my husband and I, and really make sure that that's solid and focus on what you do have. We've kind of talked about that. Focus on what you do have and not on the things that you don't have. The other thing that I wish that people would have told me right from the get-go was that the adoption journey is just emotional. And so you should just get yourself a big old bulk box of tissues and just kind of go with it and let it come and be okay with it. And that's okay. And that it's just kind of emotional all over the place. And there are highs and there are lows, and your highs are super high and your lows are super low. And that's just kind of how it is. And I guess I kind of wish I would have known that.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing that's nice is to realize that no two adoption stories are the same either. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think all of us have great adoptions, but none of them are the same. And I think you hear all these stories and that's what you expect yours to be like. And when things are different, it kind of rattles you a little bit because you don't know what to expect. But adoption is going with it even though you never know what to expect. You don't know what's coming next. You can plan all you want, but you can't.
We say that plan is a 4-letter word in our house.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Don't plan.
Or they say that the saying of the life is what happens when you're busy making plans, right? Because that's sort of what happens, I think, in this process.
Absolutely.
But no, I completely agree. I just think, just get ready for an emotional roller coaster. And it's not easy. And it won't be easy. Yeah. But there are a lot of blessings and a lot of life lessons that you learn along the way. And I think overall, when you talk about like your family unit, I think that your family unit becomes that much stronger as you go through this process together. And but yeah, just hold on.
You know, I would say understand what you're asking somebody to do for you. Really understand that. Don't just give it lip service. Don't just be kind of like, yeah, that's nice, you gave me a baby. You know, like really try to put yourself in a birth parent's shoes and how you would feel if you were in that situation. If you could even imagine, you know, if you were in their situation, could you even do it, you know? Mm-hmm. And learn who they are, you know, maybe not, you know, maybe you don't get chosen for a while, but find out who other birth parents are. Learn about them, learn about their lives, learn how they're just normal people that are in really difficult situations, that and the one that wants you will love you and care for you in a way that you need to match. You need to match that love and you need to match that care. And so you need to prepare yourself to do that. You need to prepare yourself to understand this is a huge deal, and it's not a one-off thing. It's not placement happens and then that's it, you know? And if people can do that, if they can understand that A, makes open adoption easier. B, it helps you to be able to pass that information, that love, that care onto your child from their adoptive, their birth parents. And it keeps you from doing anything dumb, like not like pulling out of, you know, relationships that you should probably be staying in, you know. I think that would be the biggest thing that I would tell people, along with patience and forgiveness and, you know, all that stuff that you're going to need during that time period.
You know, I was running one day and I was thinking, it was before we had adopted and we were just in the middle of all the adoption process. And I had worked in postpartum in the hospital as a nurse for an extended period of time. And so while I was there, I had this beautiful picture in my head of what it would look like when I gave birth and who I would have in the hospital room and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I saw a lot of things. And so I kind of had this whole picture of what my time would be like. And I was running one day and kind of mourning the fact that I wasn't going to have this picture that I had had in my head. And the thought came to me, you know, your birth mom isn't getting the picture that she had either. And so make this new dream together and make it work. And I think that that's something that I've really held on to, and that I've really appreciated, that I could say, you know, I'm not getting what I pictured, but neither is she. Yeah. And so that's something that has really helped me through the entire process.
Powerful.
Can I add one more thing to that? I would say surround yourself with friends who are supportive of your adoption decision, and other adoptive couples, someone who can support you along the way, who, when you're having a bad day, you can call them and say, today is hard. Tell me that it's going to get better. Tell me that it's going to be okay, that one day we'll get chosen, whatever your challenge is. Like, have someone that you can talk to who understands it, and just be open to communicating with other people about it, and don't try and hold everything in, all of your fears and worries.